on, you guys? It's your girl Ask Ashley here with another great episode of Monday Night Juice. As always, I got to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Markel Benign Wine. You can guys purchase your bottle at www.markelbenignwines.com, or you can go to the State Liquor Store right on Winton Road between Dunkin' Donuts and Arby's and purchase your own bottle there. I think they're only like $12.99 or something like that, but definitely worth the trip. So make sure that you guys go ahead and check them out. Also, I want to give a shout out to my other sponsor tonight, which is the Alpha Female Association. This is a Cincinnati-based platform which was created to help alpha females live their life to the fullest extent and the fullest potential, and just help them kind of figure out what it is that they want to do and be passionate about in their lives. So they have the Blogger Bash that's coming up on September the 15th. Of course, I'll be hosting, so make sure that you guys are sharing this video tonight. I've got 3 tickets to raffle off. Share the video, like the video, and comment as much as possible. Tonight's special guest, she has been, I'm so glad that you said that earlier, because she has been with me since year 1. This is the 3rd time I've had Tessa on my show, but this is the first time that I've had her on my show in the capacity that she is going to be on tonight. So as you guys are coming in, please, again, share the video, like the video, comment as much as possible. Let me know that you guys are here, and let me know that you guys can hear me, because I had a little bit of technical difficulties with my mic. So just let me know that you guys are here and you can hear me. Tessa, what's going on, baby?
Nothing much. I just think it's time. I'm going to be releasing my book late September, so I just wanted to start it off with you. And I've been with you since day 1, so I feel like this is a good step.
It's perfect. And you look good.
Thank you.
Yes, honey, she look good. All right, so earlier this week, or actually today, I asked the question, have you ever been cheated on? And if you have, did you leave or did you stay? Now, I had a couple people that was just like, absolutely not, I was out of there, because if you do it once, you'll do it again. I had a lot of people say that, yes, I've stayed in a relationship and got cheated on. And then I had some that says, even though I stayed, I did end up leaving. So, tonight's topic, again, okay, thank you so much, Nathan. I appreciate that. Tonight's topic is really just learning about Quintessa, who Quintessa is, her story, and hearing it from her mouth. You know, one of the biggest things that we do, and I know we're guilty of it here in Cincinnati, is we do a lot of gossip talking about shit. We have no idea what we're talking about, right? So it's better to hear things from people and their own experiences of what they've gone through. So again, as you guys are coming in, share the video, like the video, comment as much as possible. 3 tickets that I'm raffling off tonight for the Blogger Bash on September the 15th. And just let me know once you guys have shared it. Just pop in my DMs and say done. That way I can go ahead and put you on the list, and we'll raffle off, and I'll announce the winner on Friday at 12 o'clock. All right, Tessa, let's get to it. So talk about a little bit about what it is that you do. Who is Quintessa?
So Quintessa is an author, a wife, a mother, a business coach. I'm basically a multi-entrepreneur. Like, I own a couple of businesses here in the greater Cincinnati, a home care agency in which we service the elderly throughout the greater Cincinnati. I own a home care consultant agency in which we help individuals open up their own home care agency using our $1 Million Blueprint.
Okay.
I'm a part of Go Girl Boss, which is a company here in Cincinnati in which we help individuals as far as their business. Right now, they're helping teens do their makeup, and also I have an upcoming project with a couple of people in Cincinnati that's geared toward the youth and trying to get them on track as far as jobs and really dig our feet into the city.
So philanthropist is absolutely one of the things we can add to the list of things that you do. And I love that you are so involved with the community, but not just the community, but women in general, and helping them realize who they are and come to fruition with their fullest potential. So definitely shout out to you for that. Merk, I see you. Camille, I see you. Kia, I see you. Danietta, I see you. Katrina, Lynn, I know you're here for the support, so we appreciate Lynn.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. All right, so Tessa, tell us, how long have you been married?
I've been married for 8 years, and I've been with my husband for 15. And although things might seem bad, it's not all what it seems to be. Bringing out this book is not to bash him, it's just to tell my side of the story.
Okay. And you and I, we had a chance to sit down. So last year, Go Girl Boss, which is something that you are a part of, you guys had your Big Hat Conference, and I was the host of that. So last year was the first time Tessa really got up in front of everybody and spoke about her experience and what kind of happened to her during her honeymoon, the marriage, right after the marriage, leading up to the marriage, and she had the entire room in tears. Granted, now she cried too, but she brought everybody in the room to tears. So I want to touch on that, and I want to talk about that. You know, people talk about what they think they know from what happened from your marriage, or what happened leading up to your marriage, and I just want to give you the opportunity to go ahead and just lay that out now without telling too much, because I know you're going to talk a lot about it in your book.
Right. So basically,
that drink is for you if you need it, by the way.
So basically, we originally got married when we was in Hawaii. Then we came back and we did it again on my birthday. And we had a big wedding July the 5th, 2013. And exactly a week after my wedding, July the 12th, it was on a Friday, 2013. I was in a bed asleep, and I got a message at something in the morning telling me that my husband had this girl pregnant. And I'm like, what? And the girl getting smart. Like, I actually think it was the girl who it was getting smart. And she's like, yeah, you heard me. I'm like, huh? And she was like, such and such got a baby by your husband. And I was like, that's their business. Get out of my inbox.
Right.
Like, and I left it at that, but I took that up with my husband. Later on that day, I could have killed him that night, but I didn't. My son came down the steps, and that's what stopped everything from going in motion. But today, we're great. We're good. I am active in a little boy's life. He do come to my house. Like, I'm not a bitter person, but that was some bullshit.
Absolutely, because I'm sure whoever that person is or the situation was knew, right?
I actually had called her and had a conversation with her when I found out about this, and what keep playing in my head is her laughing. Like, it was actually funny to her, and she telling me that she didn't know we was married. But this is like somebody who did my daughter's hair, who came to family functions, like, who like was like the sis of the brothers.
Right.
All I can hear is her actually laughing in my ear, asking me where I got my information from, and telling me that I need to take this up with my husband. And then I'm like, well, why would you even keep the baby? Like, she like, I thought about getting an abortion, but that's just something I just can't do. Like, and that stick with me to this day. That's how, like, I can just hear her laughing.
Even with you being involved in the little boy's life, have you two come to better terms, or?
Absolutely not. I don't know where God will put that situation at, because even though, like, I don't have no vendetta towards the baby, and I love the shit out of my husband, excuse my language, but I don't know if it ever get to that place. Because it's like, you didn't do that because you just wanted to do it or whatever. You did that out of spite. Mm-hmm. And I feel like women who do that, like, it's something very wrong with them.
You know, about 2 years ago, well, I'm saying a year ago, when I was doing Midday Juice, I had a conversation about the side chick, right? And I talked about the mindset of the side chick. And usually with the side chick, it's like she's been hurt so much that she doesn't even care about hurting anybody else. It's just all about her and what she need and what she going through.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I had a read. I know some people don't believe in psychics, but I had a reading done, and it wasn't from somebody in Cincinnati. It was from somebody out of state that I did over the phone. Mm-hmm. And she was telling me that this girl did this to me because she was hurting and something happened to her in her younger life.
Yeah.
So everything and everybody that she comes in the path with, she would destruct. Like, right. And I'm just watching everything just play itself out. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So,
because we know that hurt people. You know what I mean? And sometimes, as ugly as it is, we're all human, we're all faulty. It's so difficult because it's like you said, you didn't do this for no other reason out of spite. You know what I mean? And as human as we are, it doesn't make it right, but that's just the way that the world works sometimes. So I'm going to ask you this question, and this is a question that I know a lot of women want answers to, and about how they should kind of go about things or whatnot. But I'm going to ask you, Quintessa, what was it that really made you stay with your husband and deal with all of that?
What made me stay was love, but God first, cause I said till death do us part. I prayed about it. It was nice that I couldn't sleep. It was nice that I worried, but it's like I put too much time in it to just give up. Everything ain't just walk away. You can't just walk away from everything. And I figure like we better together than apart, and we can build more. This something that's gonna take time to get over with, but that can't replace what we have.
I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of the times you have some people that feel like if you stay with somebody who has disrespected you in that manner, or who showed lack of respect or love for you in that manner, then it's just time to go. It's calling it quits. But I like to remind people that trust and believe. We always talk about how we want what our grandparents had. Our grandparents went through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It was a lot of cheating, a lot of knowing that it was cheating going on, and a lot of unknown. You know what I mean? But a lot of things that we deal with today, our grandparents dealt with too. It's just they dealt with it differently.
Right.
You know? So I do want to talk about the book. And you said it's called Dealing with Infidelity, Broken But Not Dead. Right. Which I love that.
Thank you.
I love that. So how have you guys gone through counseling? Like how does your husband deal with the aftermath of having to still have you stand by him, but still show you that, you know, he's remorseful for what he did, and that you guys will be okay?
A lot of things have changed. Communication is better. I can genuinely say that I believe that he's sorry and that it was an honest mistake, because the man that he is today is the man I wanted then. Mm-hmm. So I'm learning to love the man today. So.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, damn it. I knew you was going to do that to me. It's okay. It's okay, Tessa. It's all right.
I'm fine.
Yes, you are. Because it's going to happen a couple more times. And the more you talk about it, the more you put it out there.
But yeah, the man he is today is the man I wanted then. But I'm learning to love the man that he's becoming today.
I'm going to read a couple of the comments, okay, and give you a second. Let me see. Danietta says, hello, ladies. Angel says, hello. Maya says, come through. Kia says, that's what's up, 15 years. Chrissy says, so basically that woman just wanted to be you. Somebody else said, damn, this really hit home. Crystal says, I'm so proud of the woman that you are and the beautiful daughter that you are. Someone else says, how long did it take for him to get to the point of the man that he is today? How long did you think it took him?
Well, everything takes time. Nothing happened overnight. But after the results came back and the child was his, like, I can see my husband changing physically, mentally. He's a whole different person now. You wouldn't even know that that's the same person that I married years ago.
Mm-hmm. So it was like instant. You just started seeing
changes. He just started changing. Like that's how I feel like he's genuinely sorry.
Right. So Tessa, let me ask you a question. What advice, I guess, would you give to someone who is on the fence? It's like, my husband is cheating on me. He keep doing it, you know, but he's opening up and he's telling me, you know, these are the reasons why I'm doing it, you know, trying to get you to understand him without really lying and stuff like that. Like, what do you say to a woman? How does a woman decide whether or not to stay or go? How do you know, it's let's work it out and stay because you're changing versus let's work it out and stay because you say you're changing, or just to hell with it, I'm done, I'm walking away?
I would say, first of all, pray about it and see where God put your mind at with the situation. Don't listen to nobody else, especially nobody that's never been married or never been in a situation. When you are married, you need to be around people. I'm learning this now. You need to be around other married people so they can help keep you and yours together. But if it's a continuous situation, then you need to reevaluate it. I'm not a judge. I don't try not to judge nobody. But I would just say, just pray about it and see where God put your head at. If a person constantly continues to keep doing it, then they're not sorry.
That's I mean, I'm not a married woman, and I've had people that are married come and ask me for advice, which I just want to put this disclaimer out here. I don't know why people come and ask me for advice, because I'm not a married woman. However, the advice that I give is genuinely heartfelt, because I love love, but I'm even more of a big sap for black love, so I'm always willing to fight for that and vouch for that. But it is hard, trying to understand the mindset of a woman who's a wife who's telling you he's cheating, he's lying, and he keeps doing it. And for me not to be that friend to be like, to hell with that, go. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to see your friends hurt. But I like that you said married people need to be around other married people because you guys see it from a different perspective.
And it's all up to you. Like, don't let nobody put nothing in your head. Don't let nobody tell you what they would do. Or I done had women tell me that could never be them, and all type of stuff. And they don't went through the same situation or even worse.
Mm-hmm. How do you think you were able to turn your pain into your passion?
I kind of like, I'm not the type of person that just sit down and talk to somebody about my problems. Like, I kind of like bottle it up. And at the time when I first wrote my first book, I put a little bit of me in there and a little bit of situation in there, but you wouldn't know if you don't know me.
Right.
So I feel like me writing stuff down was better than me basically venting to somebody else that ain't gonna do nothing but talk about me. The world gonna talk about it, but it's a million women that's out here going through the same thing I'm going through.
Right.
And they want to know how to get through their situation.
Right.
So, and I still ask myself, like, why me? But I'm beginning to think, like, there's no real answer to this. Maybe my purpose of going through this situation is for me to help other women that's like me.
Okay. Some of the comments that we got were facts. Somebody else said, I definitely need a copy of that book. They said that the struggles that you went through while he was going through his transformation, how did you know that you guys would still work out through all of that?
Because there were times where I'm like, get up, we going to church. Times where I sage the house. There's times where I take the holy oil and I put it on him. I saged his body while he sleep, all of that. I just prayed through everything. And I feel like that's why we still here today.
Yeah. And just coming from somebody who didn't know you guys back then and know who you are now, I never would have known. Never would have known
Nobody
what you guys have gone through and endured together, because you guys just are so in sync, or appear to be so in sync right now. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Like, every time I see y'all, head to toe, flat, matching, love, like, it's just all over y'all faces.
Janet Jackson say, we're not perfect patties. I don't know why did I get married. Perfect patty messed up.
That's what's up. Keisha says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Love you and love the woman that you are. Another person says, definitely want to get a copy of that book. Send me the reader's number. And somebody said they asked you for advice because you're Ask Ashley. That's very true. That's very true. Let me see. Somebody else says, is he receptive to you putting out this book? How does he feel about you putting it all out there now?
He's very receptive to anything I do. He supports me no matter what, down to the T. And he said it's time for me to tell my story.
So he really encouraged you. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I seen a meme earlier and it said, I think, Maya, it was yours. And it said something like, your glow up is different when you got the right person that's supporting and backing you. You know what I mean? And even though whatever it was that you all went through, for you to still see something in him that was worth fighting for is amazing. That speaks testaments to the kind of love that you have for him. I'm gonna ask this question: how did you find ways to focus on Tessa while also trying to go through the stages of forgiving him?
I kind of just like, I don't know. Like, I just kept going. Like, even though I had my moments in the house and I cried and all of that stuff, like, I just didn't know how to let the outside world see that I was hurt. So I just kept going. Like, I opened up a couple of businesses. I wrote a couple of books. I just kept myself busy to not pay attention to what I was going through physically.
Right. Do you recommend that?
He says yes ma'am and no ma'am. Like, we got a little bond. We still working on it. There used to be times where I couldn't be in the same room with him for a while. Like, I removed myself out the room. Like, it was a point in time where I I told my husband, like, this ain't gonna work. Like, he can't come around. Like, so he had to spend time with his son on his own time because I wasn't ready for him to come inside my home.
Right.
But once I opened up, like, that's how it was, where I couldn't be in the same room for a while. But now, like, everything is cool.
And it's been, how old is he now?
He'll be 6 in December. His birthday is exactly a week after mine.
Tessa, you strong, girl. That black is speaking volumes, baby. Let me know. So, we have somebody that says, you absolutely inspire me, Tessa. That's why I've been asking questions in your DM. Daniela says, have you gotten to the point where you feel like you can really trust him again?
At this point, I would say that it's just all up to God. I'm just living and doing the married thing and being happy. Whatever he chooses to do on his time, I don't worry no more. It's all up to God. Because at the end of the day, we married. We say until death do us part. Is in the Bible, it say, thou shalt not commit adultery. So that's a relationship and a situation that he got to deal with. If he chooses to go that way again.
Right. Love Daniel says marriage is definitely a journey. Chrissy wants to know, how did you know that he was worth fighting for?
Because God put me in a situation to where he gave me, I know this probably don't mean nothing to y'all, but I probably could have had a lot of kids by different people, you know what I'm saying? But God planted this man in my life, and I had 3 kids by this man, and he's been, even though he made his mistake, he's like been everything outside of that mistake. He's been everything. So
I feel like, and again, this is coming from somebody who is not married. I feel like you said, you it's not about trusting him, it's about trusting God.
right.
And it's not about, making the decision to figure out what he gonna do. It's just about, like you said, getting up every day, doing what you need to do, and trusting that God got you no matter what. Y'all married, you happy, you know what I mean? You feel loved, you feel whole, you know what I'm saying? And some of that comes from you.
Right.
Some of that comes from what you've decided to do with your life and what you decided to do with that kind of pain. Because some people can wallow in that pain. Mm-hmm. Some people can let that pain tear them up and say they ain't worth it and they ain't no good. And you know what I mean? And that was something that you chose not to do. So I definitely want to commend you on that. Like I said, I didn't know the Tessa before. This Tessa live as hell. You know what I mean? This Tessa, I come to this Tessa like,
crazy.
I come to this Tessa like, Tessa, I need advice. Tessa, I gotta ask you a question. Tessa, I need to know. You know what I mean? So I can only provide a testament to what I see, and based off what I see, I feel like you made the right decision by trusting God to put you where you are, whether that was with your husband or without him. I'm glad that it was with him, despite the mistake. You know what I mean? I really, really am glad that it was with him. Let me see. Somebody said, how did you not end up on Snap? She said that she was going to kill her husband. She really considered that.
It took for my son to actually walk down the steps and say, Mommy. And at the time, he was 6. And he's about to be, well, he's 12 now. So at the time, he was 6. So it took for my son to come down the steps and say, Mommy. And I actually did, because I didn't do that after the fact, me and my husband had went on the porch and was talking. I tried to break his jaw, and instead of hurting him, I hurt my own hand. It was like his jaw was made of steel. I hurt my own hand, but yeah, I'm happy I didn't do that. But at the time when I was going through that situation, like there was like demons, you know, on the movies where they show like the devil on one side and the angel. Like the devil was really like trying to get me to do stuff. Like serious.
So it was thoughts
yeah, it
was working
real.
in your head.
Like, but I'm happy I didn't make it to Snap.
Right. I'm happy you didn't either, Tessa, because we could be doing a totally different interview from a totally different location.
Right.
So those of you that are tuned in, again, please share the video, like the video, comment as much as possible. Those of you that are sharing the video, as soon as you're finished sharing, go ahead and hop in my DMs and let me know that you shared it so we can enter you into a raffle for the Blogger Bash that's happening on September the 15th. I've got 3 tickets that I'm raffling off tonight. So Tessa, I put this flyer out and I said I was going to have you on the show. and I'm gonna leave this person anonymous. But they inboxed me, or they, gave me a call, and felt like I don't know, like it was time to apologize to you. Said that she did not know about your situation, but I guess back in the day, kind of had a situation with your husband, and just wanted to give you a heartfelt apology. And for her, her words were, "If I would have known what I know now as a grown woman about the mistakes and the hurt that you can cause on somebody else, I never would have gone that route." And she just wanted to give you an apology. So I did my due diligence by spraying that apology onto you. But my question within that is, what advice do you have to women that, it's a two-part question. What advice do you have to women that are in that situation that don't know that there is a wife and there is another woman? And also, what advice do you have to women who are fully aware that there is a wife and there's another woman?
So I want to answer the second question first.
Okay.
So women that do know about the wife and still continue to do it, I'm quite sure that they have their days and they have their problems. Because karma, if you don't mind me cussing, karma is a bitch. And everybody who crossed me or came in my path, it's always been something that ate them up. Whether it's been somebody that felt like they messed it with my husband, or somebody talking about the situation and felt like they wanted to judge the situation. They either had to go through it or they went through something similar, but they failed. I would suggest you not to mess with a married man, because me being a married woman, you don't know what thoughts going in my head. You don't know what I know about you. You don't know what type of person I am. You don't know none of that situation. So I would advise you not to mess with a married man, because you don't know what the wife is like. And as far as women who don't know, 9 times out of 10, if y'all only going to certain places, if now social media is big, and even older people, they're on social media. If he can't post you, you can't post him. Y'all ain't talking to each other. It's only certain conversations, certain times y'all can talk. There's another woman, and that's who he's with mainly. You just something for him to do when he get bored.
And that happens. That happens all the time. Tessa, when is the book dropping?
The book is dropping late September. For those that pre-order, they will get theirs first.
Okay.
Pre-order is still open. I will be closing it soon.
Okay. How can we get the pre-orders?
They can go to my website at www.quintessaturner.com.
Okay. Can we put that in the comment section so that we can go ahead and make sure that our viewers get to order that? Because I think this one's gonna be deep.
This one. Let's talk about everything, because this situation. Say it again.
Yeah.
www.quintessaturner.com.
Okay.
But this situation, like, it messed up so many relationships and bonds. Like, the family was broken. Like, it's just crazy. Like, a lot of relationships got messed up behind this, and I talk about it all in my book. My advice is, if you want to cheat and you want to do something like that, then just be apart, because it definitely ain't worth the headache, the trouble, and it could have been worse than this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tessa, thank you, baby. I appreciate you coming on. You only cried one time. I'm so proud of you.
I said I wasn't going to cry because it's time. But
it's time. But this is your life. And it's not for fake. It's not for fun. It's not for show. It's your life, and you live it every day. And you're entitled to those emotions. You're entitled to feel that way. I don't care if it's been 16 years later. If it's still hurt, it's still hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of people judge me because of that. Like, the people that do know me, that's why I limit myself to who I give my energy to. Like, you steal this and you steal that. Don't worry about how long it's going to take me, because you ain't in this situation.
Right.
And you can't tell me what you would do if you was in this situation, because you're not in my shoes right now.
Right. And that's definitely something that I would encourage anybody that's going through something. Like, you can call and get advice from your friends or from other, family members, or from other people that are married if you want to. But just understand that this is your life, and it's going to take you however long it takes you, whether you decide to go, whether you decide to stay, whether you decide to go and beat him up or hurt up or whatever the case, but this is your life. And I don't encourage no niggas, no men to beat up no women. I had to revert back on that. My bad, y'all. But this is your life, and you have to go about things that are best for you. Because the reality is, like you said, people can say, like, you steal this, you steal that. If it couldn't be me, okay, then it ain't you.
Right.
It's me. So stop taking it like it is you. You know what I mean? People go through that all the time. Crystal says she loves you. My sister said, tell Tessa I love her.
Oh, I love you too.
Beatrice says, talk about letting it all out makes you feel better and relieved. They also said, yes, karma is very real. Somebody else said, can I get the book on Kindle audio?
It will be on Kindle audio, and I'll be getting it in bookstores as well.
Okay. Let me see. Angela says, I have been on all sides. Somebody else said, yes, karma is real. They keep talking about karma because they ain't playing, because karma is absolutely real. But Tessa, I just gotta say, from someone who is new to being an entrepreneur, someone who is a mom, someone who desires to be a wife, you are definitely an inspiration. I don't care. Don't cry. I don't care what you two have been through, because it's not my business. But what I see and what I feel when I'm around y'all is very real. And when I'm around you, it's very real and it's very genuine. So I just commend you on all your success. I wish you nothing but more success. We gonna get in this studio, baby. We gonna get this deal.
Yes.
And I wish you nothing but the best. You are phenomenal at what it is that you do, and I just hope that you continue to keep pushing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Those of you that tuned in tonight, thank you so much. We appreciate you watching another great episode of Monday Night Juice. I'm your host, Ask Ashley, and I will see you all next week.